In the heart of Australia's vast landscapes, hidden beneath the towering eucalyptus trees, lives a creature synonymous with the very spirit of the land. The koala, an iconic symbol of Australia's wildlife. Its existence is intertwined with the eucalyptus tree, their sole food source, and their shelter. But these creatures, which once thrived across the continent, now find themselves on the brink of crisis. These tree-dwelling marsupials are picky eaters, with a diet composed almost entirely of eucalyptus leaves that are toxic to most animals. Their low-energy diet is complemented by long hours of rest, often up to 18 hours a day. Sleeping is a strategy to conserve the energy. Eucalyptus leaves are high in fiber and low in nutrition, and contain toxins that take a lot of energy to digest. But in recent years, the koala's habitat has been under siege. Wildfires, a regular threat in Australia's hot and dry climate, have become more frequent and more intense. The 2019 to 2020 Black Summer fires were especially catastrophic. In just a few months, it is estimated that over 30% of the koala population in New South Wales was lost. From September 2019 to March 2020, fires heavily impacted various regions of the state of New South Wales. In eastern and northeastern Victoria, large areas of forest burnt out of control for 4 weeks before the fires emerged from the forests in late December. Rescue efforts have poured in from across the country, with veterinarians and volunteers working tirelessly to save injured koalas.
Ones we just mainly going through the animals that have been admitted previously on the second and third examination, their second and third bandage changes, so when there's war coming in, it was a lot more hectic, so it's sort of settled down a little bit more now as well. And was this being, I guess, up to expectations of what you were anticipating when you were talking to Gail? This has exceeded my expectations.
The Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals plays a role in bushfire control by providing care and support to animals and communities affected by bushfires. The RSPCA responds to emergencies by providing care and support to animals and communities. But these fires are just one part of a larger problem. Habitat loss due to logging, urban expansion, and the spread of disease is threatening the koala's very survival. Koalas are currently classified as endangered in certain parts of Australia. The koala population in Australia is difficult to estimate with complete accuracy, but recent estimates suggest that there are approximately 60,000 to 80,000 koalas left in the wild. The population in New South Wales is believed to have experienced significant declines due to habitat loss, disease, and the devastating impact of bushfires. Some estimates suggest there may be fewer than 20,000 koalas left in the state. Koalas are relatively more stable in some parts of Queensland, but there have still been significant population reductions, with estimates ranging from 40,000 to 50,000 koalas. South Australia has smaller, isolated populations, with numbers likely under 10,000 koalas. In some regions, like New South Wales and Queensland, koala populations have dropped by as much as 80% in recent years. Conservationists are working to create wildlife corridors that reconnect fragmented habitats, but the task is monumental.
And rehabilitate some of the koala habitat on this area. Landholders, they can do their own part by revegetating areas. Fencing out remnant areas is really important. Protecting that from livestock, we're looking at linking up plantings with some of the existing remnant areas to provide corridors and stepping stones for not just koalas, but all biodiversity like birds and, gliders. Having a really good weed management and pest management program on your property is really important for getting really good outcomes for your reveg projects and just generating really good koala habitat.
Despite the challenges, there is hope.
Acoustic monitoring has been a real big game changer in the last couple of years. From a land care perspective, we work in collaboration with local land services and the Koala strategy to help support landholders to deliver on-ground activity.
Across Australia, communities and conservation organizations are coming together to protect the koala's future.
All the creatures, small and large, they are part of the ecosystem, so therefore they are part of me.
From local volunteers monitoring koala populations to national campaigns advocating for habitat preservation, the fight for koalas is gaining momentum.
Has been working with the amazing landholders, contractors and traditional owners on this beautiful country between Coffs Harbour and Port Macquarie on Gumbaynggirr, Dunghutti and Biripi country.
It's important to track koala movements and identify where they are most at risk. The more data we gather, the better equipped we are to protect them.
Help support landholders to deliver on-ground activities on their property. Today we're working with the Illawarra Land Council in association with local land services for their Caring for Country project. What we did out on country today was go through all the different survey techniques that you can use when you're looking for koalas. We started with looking for evidence of them being in the landscape, so their scats. We looked at the scratches that koalas might be leaving on trees, and then we found some which were great. And then we looked at the song meter, the audio recording tool, the programming that you need to do, how you deploy it, and also we looked at vegetation assessments that sort of give you a more detailed understanding of the landscape that this song meter is recording in.
In some areas, habitat restoration programs are underway, planting thousands of eucalyptus trees and restoring degraded ecosystems. It is also important to preserve the koala habitat from logging. These efforts are vital in providing safe spaces for koalas to thrive, and they offer a glimmer of hope for future generations.
We've recently done a fire management workshop. Local Land Services, or part of the program, brought an Indigenous ranger who also spoke about cultural burning. So that was really interesting and something that we can look at in the future if needed, because the whole idea is protecting these pockets of rainforest and eucalypt forest that I've got here to give refuge for the animals.
Koala conservation is not just about saving one species. It's about preserving the entire ecosystem.
At the end of the day, it is so inspiring to watch landholders be supported to take the next step in koala conservation, and to realize, by looking after koala, you're not only helping biodiversity on your block, but you're also increasing the productivity of your land for future generations.
Koalas are a keystone species, meaning their presence in the ecosystem is crucial to the health of the forest. By saving koalas, we are also protecting the biodiversity of Australia's forests, ensuring a healthy future for countless other species. The future of koalas also depends on the next generation of conservationists. Around the country, young people are becoming involved in environmental education programs, learning about the importance of koalas and how they can make a difference. Koalas are more than just a symbol of Australia. They are a reminder of the delicate balance of nature and the urgent need for us to act. By protecting koalas, we protect the heart of Australia's wild places, the forests, the rivers, and the intricate web of life that sustains us all. The fight for koala conservation is far from over. Every tree planted, every acre restored, and every koala saved brings us one step closer to securing a future where these iconic creatures continue to roam the eucalyptus forests of Australia. But it will take all of us, from governments and conservationists to local communities and concerned citizens, to ensure that the koala's song echoes in the trees for generations to come. Together, we can make a difference.